2023 has started with a lot of positives to warm our hearts. So counting down on the positives of the first month of the year. Here are the top 5 positive news stories of January 2023. If you liked the video and find the content meaningful, then kindly press the super thanks button and contribute whatever you can to the channel. Your contributions will help us create more engaging and informative positive videos. Number 5. This crew of street veterinarians treat the pets of LA's homeless residents of Skid Row. There aren't many willing to voluntarily go out to spend the day on Skid Row, and even fewer with the goal of giving away free stuff. But Dr. Quayne Stewart, also known as the Street Vet, is nearly famous because of it. Quayne runs the non-profit Project Street Vet that takes donations and volunteers out onto the streets and to homeless encampments to provide free medical care for their pets, and last year they were able to help nearly 600 animals receive medical care. It's estimated that 10 to 25% of the homeless population of America own pets for companionship and occasionally for security. It goes without saying that many don't have the means to take proper care of these animals, whom they often love more than anything else in the world. In 2020, he and his brother Ian started his non-profit that provides free exams, vaccines, flea medications, supplies, and information to people experiencing homelessness on how to raise their animals with the limited means they possess. Charity organizations partner with animal clinics and Project Street Vet to open pop-up clinics where the homeless can bring in their pets for even more sophisticated medical care, as well as procedures like spaying and neutering. Project Street Vet also assists qualified pet parents with their pets' veterinary care through financial assistance grants. They rely entirely on charitable contributions, and anyone who wants to donate time or money can do so at www.projectstreetvet.org. Number 4. Once biologically dead, the River Mersey in England is best environmental story in Europe. Famous more as a cultural feature than as a natural one, the pace at which the River Mersey is recovering to a fishy wonderland has ecologists stunned. A recent survey found 37 different species of fish, more than 2.5 times as many as were found in the previous survey 20 years ago. Scientists at the Mersey Rivers Trust, a charity-driven partnership for nature in the area, believe that these species are breeding in the 3-mile wide estuary. It's the best environmental good news story in Europe without a doubt, said Mike Duddy at the Mersey Rivers Trust. Everywhere else nature is in decline, but in the Mersey the wildlife-ometer is in the green, and it's got loads and loads to go. Humpback whales were recently seen in Liverpool Bay area of the Mersey River for the first time since 1938, while the Mersey itself has also welcomed back otters, salmon, octopus, porpoises, and seals. The trust is currently compiling a species list and is holding a competition with local fishermen to see how many can be recorded. Duddy expects to raise the count of 37 fish species to 50 this year. Number 3. Hero ran a marathon every day in 2022 and then went to work at his job, raising $1 million for charity. For many, running a marathon is an accolade of life, a culturally fixed way of proving athletic ability and determination, but for Gary McKee, it's literally just another day in the office. McKee ran a marathon every day of 2022 to raise money for cancer treatment, and a simple multiplication problem of 26.2 into 365 will reveal he ran 9,500 miles during the year, equivalent to crossing the United States 3 times. He ran through 20 pairs of running shoes, and what's more, his marathon was only a prelude to going to work in the morning at the Sellafield nuclear site. On New Year's Eve, he finished his final marathon to cheering crowds and fireworks near his Cumbrian home. News came in that he had made his £1 million mark for donations to Macmillan Cancer Support and West Cumbria Hospice at home. It's difficult to put into words how grateful we are to Gary for taking on this unbelievable challenge, said Hayley McKay, Director of Funding and Communications for Hospice at Home West Cumbria. The physical and mental strength he has shown is incomprehensible. Number 2. British company develops first tractor in the world to be completely powered by cow dung. New Holland's brand new tractor runs on liquefied methane, allowing farmers to decrease their emissions and save money on expensive diesel. But that isn't the only reason it's more efficient, as the company says the fuel can easily be produced by methane from cow pies, allowing for a more circular economic model in the most circular of industries. The pioneering tractor is claimed to be a match for the performance of standard diesel-powered versions. The groundbreaking machine was developed by British company Bennamann, which has been researching and developing biomethane production for over a decade. Waste byproducts from a herd as small as 100 cows are turned into a fuel called fugitive methane in a biomethane storage unit based on the farm. A cryogenic tank fitted on the tractor keeps the methane in liquid form at -162 degrees centigrade, giving the vehicle as much power as a diesel, but with significant emission savings. It was put through its paces during a pilot run on a farm in Cornwall, where carbon dioxide emissions were slashed from 2,500 metric tons to 500 metric tons in just a year. The company is also investigating the wider uses of the technology and hope it could one day be used to charge electric vehicles in rural locations. Number 1. Tanzania scraps independence celebration and diverts funds to kids. Tanzania's President Samia Suluhu Hassan has cancelled Independence Day celebrations and directed that the budget instead be used to build dormitories for children with special needs. The 61st Independence Day event was to cost $445,000, money that will now be used to build 8 dormitories in primary schools around the country. Tanzania's Minister of State, George Sambachoyan, said that the money had been disbursed and the dormitories will be built starting January 2023. He said that instead of having parades and other national celebrations, the East African country will commemorate Independence Day by having public dialogues on development. Usually, Independence Day celebrations are marked with pomp and state banquets. This is not, however, the first time Tanzania has cancelled the celebrations. In 2015, then-President John Magufuli cancelled celebrations and diverted funds towards the building of a road in the commercial capital, Dar es Salaam. If you liked the video and find the content meaningful, then kindly press the super thanks button and contribute whatever you can to the channel. Your contributions will help us create more engaging and informative positive videos. Like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for upcoming positive listicle videos.